Hey guys, so it's a bit wet today, so I'm just filming this backup circuit from my lounge today. Apologies, I live on a pretty busy road, so there might be a little bit of noise in the background, passing cars and whatnot. But basically it's just going to be a follow along routine. I'll be doing the circuit and you just follow along. So it's pretty much going to be one exercise followed by the other, 1 minute 1 minute per exercise, and then moving on to the next one. So nice and easy. All you're going to need is a chair or a table, something like that, to do some tricep dips on, and possibly some push-ups if you can't do them on the floor, so find an elevated surface. Yeah, simple as that. So got my stopwatch ready. Right, we'll just do a couple quick just easy warm-up exercises, just get the body moving, then we'll get into the circuit. So it's going to be 6 exercises, like I said, 1 minute. We'll repeat the circuit and then we'll move on to the next one. So let's do it. Right, so jogging on the spot first off, just nice and light, up on the toes, getting them warmed up, getting the whole body warmed up, and just nice and relaxed, arms by the side like that. Okay, so we're just going to do this for about 30 seconds. Just getting the whole body warm, nice and springy, nice and light on the feet. Okay, loosen up the body a little bit, get the shoulders rolling side to side. Okay, get our upper back, upper chest area warm. Okay, hands are just relaxed, just like this, nice and light, up on the toes like that. Heel just touches the floor, just kind of kisses the floor, and keep it nice and light. Alright, now we're going to go step back with one leg and then rotate across our front leg like that, back to the front, other foot goes back, rotate across. So just stepping and rotating like this. Then as our body opens up, we can go more into a lunge. Okay, so you can just start getting the body lower towards the floor. Okay, just warming up. And then we can start opening up our upper body. So we can bring this arm right up, open like this, open up the chest. Okay, cross the body like that. Making sure our pelvis, lower back's nice and stable. And we're just rotating through this upper back area. Okay, so just about 5 reps or so each side. Don't need to do too many. Get everything warm. Okay, just like that. Then we're going to step out to the side, rotate back into the center, move this chair back, out to the side, rotate like that. Okay, nice light movements. Just feel out your body, feel working through the trunk. Okay, mobilizing through the hip. Okay, so you're turning the hip as you go out to the side, like so. Turn the hip, push everything away, back to the center, push everything away. Alright, then we're going to flex the quad muscles and slowly work our way down, stretching out the hamstrings. Okay, so flex the quads, stretch the hammies, come down like this, allow the head to relax, okay, and then slowly unwind like this, and then reach, look overhead, back down like that. Okay, so flex the quads, down, stretch, come back up, uncurl, reach and look back. Okay, so we've worked from the ground up, worked our ankles, worked our thighs, worked through our trunk, shoulders, chest, our spine. So everything should be feeling a little bit warm now. Grab a drink of water. Okay, and we've got our first circuit beginning now. So I'm going to get my stopwatch on the clock. Okay, so the first exercise is going to be side lunges. So just start off not worrying too much about range of motion, just landing light on the foot, leaning out, back to the center, light on the foot, out to the side. And then, move this now, And then we can start, as you warm up, get lower into the lunge. Okay, like so. Alrighty, so we've got 1 minute on the clock, getting started with these side lunges. So, 3, 2, 1, into the lunges. Okay, and it's all about control. So our knee is over the toes. Okay, so we slightly turn the toes out like that, drop down and up. I'll give a little side view as well. Okay, so we're slightly leaning forward into it, loading our hip, down, pushing back to the center. Okay, same thing on the other side. And just keep up your repetitions while I'm demonstrating the technique. So keep your body moving. Okay, find a depth that you can control. It's all about control, and you want to feel as you come back out of this bottom position, nice and smooth, nice and controlled. Okay, this other leg goes straight. Okay, so push that knee back, load up this leg, down. Already 50 seconds in. Okay, keep working. All right, 3, 2, 1, perfect. So now we've got push-ups. If you need, you can do them elevated on a chair, or we can go down on our knees or up on our feet. Okay, so let's get going. 1 minute on the clock. 3, 2, 1. All right, so as we're going down to the push-up, we want to lower our chest down to the floor, push up. So keep these moving as I'm demonstrating. So you want to breathe in on the way down and then out on the way up as you push. Okay, down like that, breathing in, push, breathing out. And you want to, as you're coming down, pull your shoulder blades back like this, load up your upper back muscles, and then push. So let's keep it moving. Okay, as many as you can in the minute. And always under control. So if you need to move to your knees or up into a chair or a table, then do that instead. And getting your chest as close to the floor as possible, or the surface that you're pressing off. Okay, working through the abs, shoulders, chest, arms. All right, perfect. That's a minute of push-ups done. Awesome. Alrighty, so now we're standing back up again. We're going into lunges. Okay, so 1 minute on the clock. 3, 2, 1. We're stepping back and forward, swapping feet, back and forward. Okay, so we're keeping nice alignment of our legs here. So hip to knee to toe, chest is tall, torso is tall, just like this. Okay, swapping legs every rep. Show you from the side now, trying to get this back knee close to the floor, just like that. Okay, and we can cycle our arms like we're running. Okay, get them in this running kind of motion, like so. Okay, helps keep balance, brings a bit of upper body into the movement. Cool. Then we can add a jump if we want to make it harder. Okay, still making sure we're landing nice and light as we land, move through the lunge. Right, 3, 2, 1, perfect. Awesome, guys. So that's 3 movements already. Now we're going into the dips. So we sit up on our chair, body's tall, we lower down, hips coming straight down, push up, lock out at the elbow. Okay, 1 minute of dips. 3, 2, 1. So like this, bend in the knees, lower the body down, push up, lock out the elbows, work through the triceps. We're stretching our shoulders and our chest here. Okay, if you have any shoulder issues, if your shoulders don't like this range of motion, either limit the range of motion or opt for push-ups again. You can just repeat the push-ups instead. Okay, if this isn't comfortable on the shoulder. Make sure it's all under control the entire time. Alright, it's working good. So we've got about 10 more seconds. Keep it moving, couple more reps, breathe in on the way down, out on the way up, and time. Awesome. So that's fourth exercise in. Now we've got a minute of ski jumpers. So we're jumping side to side, landing nice and light on our feet. Okay, and we're moving. All right, 1 minute on the clock. Once again, we're moving our arms across the body. Okay, keeping good momentum, landing on the balls of our feet. Nice and light. I'll show you from the side. Slightly lean forward, loading the hips. Okay, they're keeping our knees safe. Okay, so working feet and hips, they keep our knees stable. Okay, and that's the benefit of training barefoot. You're getting all that feedback from the ground up. Okay, so you can't cheat the movement. You have to work through your shock absorbers, through the plantar, the base of the feet, through the calf muscles, through the ankles, and it all works upstream. So just keep it nice and light. Working our tendons, keeping them elastic. It's really good working at these tempos. Really good for our body. All right, 1 minute. So one more exercise of this round. We're doing bear crawls. So everyone's favourite. So we're going to do them stationary. And basically the setup is we have, we'll start with our right hand and right foot close together. Then on the other side, our left hand and left foot further apart, like that. Okay, so set up this way, and we're going to push off our right foot and our left hand, bringing our right hand and left foot forward, like that. Then we do the same on the other side, that, then back one, back two. So we're going forward two, back two, stationary bear crawls. So 1 minute on the clock, like so. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, there's full body movement this one. Working our upper body, our legs, through our trunk, through our hips to stay stable, through our shoulders. Okay, nice short movements. Right, keeping it light, keeping it under control. Just take it slow with this one. Figure out the coordination. You always want to end up through transitions. One side further apart, one side close together, like that. Okay. So 15 seconds. And you can drop the hips a little bit, push the chest up like you're on the hunt. All right. Perfect, 1 minute. Awesome. Alrighty. So we're going to do this whole circuit around one more time, and then we'll move on to another set of 6 exercises. So back up on our feet, and we have side lunges for a minute. All right, let's go. Down as low as you can. If you're feeling more warmed up this round, you can increase the range of motion a little bit. Okay, test yourself. Like I said, that must be under control. You must always land nice and light on the feet. Lower down, push off this leg, back to the centre under control. So don't go too far if you find you can't get back to the centre position under control. Always under control. It's good. And we're working our legs laterally like this. So working outside muscle groups that don't get as worked when we're going forward and back. And this also adds more stability if we're walking or running or jumping, things like that. So really good for leg stability. And it's a minute up. Awesome. Alrighty, so we've got push-ups now. So find your position, either knees or feet on the ground, or on an elevated surface like a chair or a table if you need more assistance. Alright, 1 minute. And remember, pull with the shoulder blades on the way down. Helps get a spring reflex. Helps get you through the push-up. And remember, breathing in on the way down, out on the way up. can change up our distances. We can do diamond push-ups, get more triceps. We can go wider, like that, or we can go traditional in the centre. Pump them out, breathe through it. You can add a pause at the bottom, and then push up. Okay, lots of different options. Alright, that's up time. Getting the sweat on now, feeling good. Alrighty, so back up into lunges again. 1 minute on the clock, keeping this body moving. Okay, rear lunges, stepping back, under control, remember, nice alignment from our hip to knee to toe. Keeping steady, torso up tall and proud. Okay, and we can alternate our arms like that. Okay, just like that. And feeling really cool, add in a jump. Make sure you're landing nice and light. Okay, everything's nice and controlled. Nice, smooth transitions. Okay, you can alter your stride longer, okay, or closer together. Okay, so mix it up, test your body, see what it's made of, and time. Awesome. Alrighty, back into dips. So once again, if these are too painful on the shoulder, if you have any shoulder impingement issues, opt for a push-up instead. Alrighty, 1 minute of dips. Alright, definitely working now. Can hear my breathing getting heavier. Sweat pouring, this is good. Keeping a good pace. Try and always feel the muscle groups as well. So really controlling the movement, not letting the movement control you. So we're not letting gravity defeat us in these movements, okay? Everything is nice and controlled. All right, keep it going. 20 seconds left on this round. Doing awesome, guys, nearly through the second round. Burn these arms out. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Alrighty. Pop that chair back to the side. Now we're going back into the ski jumpers, jumping side to side, nice and light. 1 minute on the clock. Okay, and you only want to jump as far as you can control, remember? Okay, so if you're jumping too far and landing with a thud, that's not what we're after. Nice light steps. So even if you just have to start like this, okay, that's absolutely fine. Make sure you're under control. Then you can start adding a bit more of a hop, landing on one foot like that. Okay, once you're nice and balanced, stable and strong through your leg, okay, you can absorb through your thigh, absorb through your glutes, okay, like that. That's why we add that forward lean, okay, loads up our big butt muscles, hip muscles. Okay, land light, landing on the balls of the feet, like you're ready to spring forward. Okay, like you're trying to do a side step, something like that. Alright, and time. Awesome. Alrighty, last one, bear crawls. So remember the setup. Right side, we've got foot and hand closer together. Left side, we've got left hand and left hand, left leg further apart. Alright, minute on the clock, and we're going forward. Right hand, left leg forward. Right leg, left hand forward. 1, 2, 1, 2. Don't worry if you don't get the coordination first time. Something that's really good to work on over time though. It works your brain as well. It's always good to incorporate some balance, some coordination movements, something that tests you and gets you thinking. Stationary exercises are great, but something that forces you to Think about the technique and the control of your body. It's really important to keep that firing as we get older. Keeps us fit, mobile, and a lot safer, even just in day-to-day movements. Awesome. Alrighty, so that's 2 rounds of the first 6 exercises. Get some water, drink that up, and we'll get ready for next round. Another 6 exercises, we'll do 2 rounds of those. So if you're still here, awesome work. About halfway through the workout now. Important to stay hydrated. Alright, so the start of this next circuit, first exercise, nice and simple, lying on our back here, and we're driving our elbows back down into the ground, okay, trying to row our body up like that, and then back down. So it's a really short range of motion, and we're just targeting right through our upper back muscles. You might feel a little bit in the abs, but try not to make it a crunch movement. It's more a rowing movement, pushing into the ground to bring yourself off the floor. And if you find at first with this movement that you can't get the upper back off the floor, that's fine. Just push into the ground and imagine that you're performing this rowing movement, okay? Bringing the elbows back behind the body. That's all you need to try and achieve. And even static exercises will still activate the muscles that we're trying to work. So keep that in mind. It's absolutely fine if you can't get movement. Just keep driving those elbows into the ground as hard as you can. Alright, so 1 minute on the clock. Many reps as we can. Push and try and keep your eyes on the ceiling. Okay, drive the chest up tall, straight up like that. Okay, to really test yourself, you can bring the feet off the floor. Takes away that assistance of the hips. Okay. Make sure we're working through the back. It's a small movement, but when you get it right, it's really difficult. Really works the back muscles, works the back of the shoulders as well. Really good. Alright, about 40 seconds in for this one. Many as you can. Alright. That's 1 minute of that one. Now, next up we've got mountain climbers or kick through. So I'm going to show you 2 different variations of this exercise. So, starting in a plank position, and we're running on the spot like that. Alright, so let's start the minute. Driving the knees up like that. If you want to test yourself, we do a kick through. We bring left leg through, right hand comes off the floor, back into this down position, kick through. Okay, so left hand's up, right leg's through. So kicking like that. Okay, for the full minute. So pick either mountain climbers or kick throughs. See how many you can get. And you can really get your body into it, rotate further as you get more used to it. Making sure this leg's nice and stable, okay, as you're loading. Alright, and time. Right, more abs into V-ups. So, on our back, and we're extending out like this, and then just coming up, just bringing your knees up like so, working through your abs. Okay, 1 minute on the clock. If you feel uncomfortable in that position, just start off just with regular crunches like so, then you can start adding in the leg lift. Remember, it's all about control. If you can't control the movement, change the movement. regress it back to something more simple that still works the same area. Okay, that's how we stay injury free, working at our level, slowly progressing over time. It's all about longevity, slow and steady. Really important to know how to test ourselves, but not exceeding our limits and damaging our joints and causing long-term injury. Alright, time, awesome. Righty, so next one we're back up on our feet and we're doing walking squats. So we pop down into a squat, we walk forward like so, then we walk back. So just going forward and back in a small area. Alright, 1 minute on the clock, and you're just pulsing your legs like this. You can get down even lower if you've got good hip mobility. You can keep it low, pump these glutes, pump these hips. Okay, if you can't achieve this depth, up a little bit higher, like so. Still making sure you're working through the thighs, through the hips, like so. Okay, and pivoting on the feet. Okay, so we're keeping our knees over our toes the whole time, under control. I've got 15 seconds left. Let's burn it. Whew. In time. Alrighty. Now we've got either calf raises for a minute or jumping on the spot. Okay, so 1 minute on the clock and I'm dripping. This is good. If you're still here, you're doing awesome. Okay, so remember, it's just about keeping the body moving. So if you need to swap to jogging on the spot, or like I said, calf raises, just up and down. Okay, just keep the body moving. Alright, if you want to really test yourself, you can do one leg at a time, hopping on the spot. Okay, see how many reps you can get. We're at 30 seconds now. Swap it over. Okay, you can spin around, go side to side. Okay, test yourself, but always under control, like I said. Alright, we're at 46 seconds, doing awesome. Keep that body moving. Remember, like I said, when you jog on the spot, do some high knees, keep those calf muscles working. Alright, and time. Right, one more exercise for this round. We're going into a side plank. So, you can either have the legs bent up into a side plank like this, okay, or legs extended right up like that. So I'm going to call at 30 seconds, we're going to swap over to the other side. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Right up in the side plank. You can even do reach throughs like that, or you can do a hip drop. Drop the hips down, push up like that. Works the obliques really well. Adds a bit of extra dynamic to it, extra range of motion. We're at 20 seconds. Alright, so we'll swap over to the other side now. Up into your plank. Remember, or you can have bent knees, make it easier. Okay. About 15 more seconds. That's a muggy day today, so this is good. Sweating, getting any toxins out of the body. And time, awesome. Awesome. Alrighty, so that's the next 6 exercises done. Just going to grab my drink here. Keep hydrated, keep those fluids up. Everything you sweat out you want to replace. I would recommend, if you haven't already, investing in some mineral drops or some electrolytes, preferably from a natural source, like Dead Sea mineral, things like that. They're really beneficial at just replacing all those electrolytes, minerals, nutrients that you lose in sweat, and it helps to retain the water and actually use it to your benefit. So if we're not hydrated, we get muscle cramps, headaches, all of that stuff. So we want to feel fresh and alive and good every day. So hydration is crucial. Right, so one more round of these 6 exercises on our back. Okay, in a row position. 3, 2, 1, and pushing up like that. Remember, drive those elbows into the ground. And remember, it's just a short range of motion. Can't get very far with this movement. You're just trying to work through those back muscles. Rest in between each rep, bring the head back to the floor, come up. Alright, doing awesome guys, just keep it moving. And remember, if you can't quite get the height, just lie here and push those elbows down into the floor. Try and pull your shoulder blades back. Okay, so you can just kind of push your chest up like this, arch the back a little bit, and just hold that position there. Especially if you have weak neck, you can have the neck rested on the floor for a bit of extra support, okay? And just hold that and push those elbows down as hard as you can. Alright, that's our time. Alrighty, so now back to either mountain climbers or kick throughs. Alrighty, so kick throughs are like that. Mountain climbers are like that. So pick which movement you're going to do. Got a minute on the clock. Okay, just got to keep that body in motion. Even if with the mountain climbers, you're just holding and you're doing it slow like that. Okay, just find your level. Keep the body moving. A couple more reps guys, doing awesome. 3, 2, 1, awesome. Alright, back on our back, into the crunches. Okay, got a minute on the clock. Just start with that, then you can move into little leg movements, and then just combining the movements together. Breathe in on the way down, out on the way up. And remember, it's about finding your level, so the movement must be under control. Okay, you must feel those abs working to support your back. A couple more reps. And time, awesome. Alrighty, so now we're back up on the feet doing the walking squats. Okay, 1 minute on the clock. Keep those legs moving just like this. Okay, walking forward, walking backwards, and when we're doing our squats, this is all in line, okay? Keeping those knees out, toes out, okay? Then you move down lower, work those hips, pump those glutes. Alright, 20 seconds left guys, doing awesome. Pump those thighs, get them working. I know mine are working, this is burning. 10 more seconds. Push through it. Alright, and time, awesome. Alrighty, so now we're jogging on the spot. I'm going to do one-legged jumps. You can do jogging on the spot, you can do standing calf raises, You can do two-footed jumps. Okay, you can spin around. You can go side to side. Keep the body moving. It's really good for the elasticity of the tendons, such as your Achilles tendon, for your foot muscles, for your calf muscles. That's 30 seconds. If you're following along with the one-legged jump, you can swap over. Okay, spin it around. So our muscles and tendons work in different tempos. So it's faster, more elastic tempo. Keeps our muscles and tendons young. Keeps us fast at running, strong at jumping. All good stuff. All right. Last one now, guys. Nearly there. Last minute. So I've got the side plank. We're going to do 30 seconds and we're going to swap over to the other side. 3, 2, 1. Up into the plank. Remember, you can add a reach, like so, or a hip drop. Remember, if that's too hard, bend the knees, push up like that. Okay. Even if you need, if the shoulder doesn't like that position, you can go up on the hand as well. Lots of different options. You can even do a lift like that. Work your glutes different ways. Right, spin around. Swap sides. Last 30 seconds, guys. Remember to breathe. Breathe through the movement. 20 more seconds. If you're still here, you've done awesome. Okay, it's been 24 sets, 12 exercises, 2 sets of each exercise. Awesome work, guys. All right, that's time. Massive. All right, take this thing off. No more stopwatch. Down into a cool down. All right, so we're going to start with the glutes. Okay, so it's easier just to start with a bent knee here. Have our back leg round about a 45-degree angle at the knee. Okay, so it looks like this on the side. If we've got our right knee forward, take our left hand, lean out over in front of us, and just post up on the forearm of this right arm. Okay, so same arm, same leg, here resting, opposite hand reaching forward like that, and you want to feel a stretch in this glute here. Okay. Okay, you can move the hand around different angles, reaching forward. You can even crawl the fingers across the floor, kind of stretch out a little bit extra. Okay, you can turn it into more of a strength exercise. You can take the hands away. You can control the movement. And this just adds a different level, different degree of strength and control for that hip joint. Okay, swap over. So find your level. Remember, post up on the forearm, stretch the other hand out, reach out. So now we're aiming for the glute on this left side. Okay. Just hang out here as long as you want. And we'll just keep this cool down nice and simple, nothing too crazy. Now we'll go into a lunge here. Okay, so one leg up. So we're going to plant the opposite hand to the foot here. We're stretching the back, the hip, the front of the hip and the back leg, and we're just reaching overhead with this arm. Okay, bring it down, back up, trying to keep our spine nice and tall, okay, so we're not bending over, okay, so keeping the spine up tall. So just take this one nice and easy, feel out your body, don't force any range of motion, you don't want to pinch the back with this movement. We're more so working the hip on this leg and the upper trunk on this leg, okay? So even if you need to be more upright and reach around like this instead, if you can't quite get down into this full position, that's absolutely fine. Remember, every movement is about control, finding your range. Okay, swap over. Okay, so if we've got our right leg back, we're reaching with our left hand. Up like so. And we can turn our neck as well, mobilise this thoracic and cervical spine, right up through our upper back and our neck. Okay, we're just basically connecting dots through the body. Alright, we can stretch the inner leg here now. For some people that's enough stretch as is. Otherwise you can get right up into a side lunge, okay, and stretch the leg this way. Okay, so find your level, okay, and you can come forward, you can hinge back, feel different areas through the hamstring, roll that ankle like so, straighten that leg out, even squeeze the quad muscle to get a bit of extra stretch. You can post on your hands, okay, feel it out, swap the legs over when you're ready, stretch those legs out. Alright, we can add in some rotations. There's a whole plethora of different stretches, mobility practices that we can follow. And over time, as you learn the body more, there's a whole different world of exercise when it comes to mobility. But for now, since this was just nice and controlled body weight movements, we'll leave it there for our cool down. Remember, make sure that you keep hydrated, get some good fuel in you, nice healthy food, good night's sleep, recover, recuperate, and be ready for the next one. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Yeah, shame we couldn't be outside with the wet weather today, but this is what we've got today. This is our second best option. So as long as we're still moving, we're sweating, we're feeling good, keeping our body strong and healthy, that's what it's all about. And yeah, hopefully see you guys outside this week for our next class, and we'll keep this thing rolling. Awesome work.